Come on, I need to get to the Elite Four. I'm like nearly close to get to the Elite Four. I really am. I'm nearly this close to get to the Elite Four. Oh my god. Can't wait. I'm gonna keep going. This is gonna be my next step of the challenge. I can't believe I bought this game like after a while. Bro, you don't tell me that Sanchez can learn the ability Fury Cutter? Dude. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. I really don't like that. Okay. Let's switch up my team a bit. What are you doing? Oh, hey. What are you doing? Nah, I just want to talk to you. You want to talk to me? Yeah. Because you and I, we haven't had our own conversations before, so I'm here anyways. You want to have a conversation with me? Why? Is there something bothering you? No, it's just the questions that you're asking me. Actually, you know what? You told me something earlier ever since we have our own conversation later on. And you started giving me concerned thoughts. Really? What is the time I give you concerned thoughts? You tell me what is the reason why we had to do so much lockdowns here in this town? You finally want to talk about it? All right then. I'm going to talk to you about it. Now, Chase, I only said that because I just want you to understand what's at stake here for the job. But I think you're pretty much understand what's going on here. You see, it's true. We're trying to deal with some stuff going on here with the parasite infection that has been spotted here in the lake. So we try to lock down every single buildings and homes so that we can see if there's actually one there or not. So at least it's pretty obvious that whenever we're trying to look for it, it just never it's gonna be like there or not. It's just pretty obvious that most times whenever we find something in here, it never work well. And I'm about to faint away. I'm about to be fainted by this. Fucking damn it. You're saying? Anyways. Yeah, it's true. We were trying to lock down the entire town's ability to see if there's any parasite infections. And by that means, whenever there's some strange secrets here in this facility that you don't want to know about it, but you can. You have something in your thoughts in mind. I know it sounds like it's pretty stupid out of me, but it's true. I think I'm lucky that I found something that I think we should discuss about. But yeah, it's just true. There is some infection going on around here in the entire town. But we don't even know where it's at because it's going to be like a hell of a mystery. Was it really a hell of a mystery? Yeah. So, I heard this news the other night. It was a while back before this happened. What I heard is that the scientists are trying to discover some new experimentations. And by that I mean we found like a rarest creature that no one has ever found. It came from a different planet from outer space. And yet though, we're trying to see what type of creature it was. So what I do know is that it's not going to be a pretty good one. It's a bad one. We don't even know what type of alien it was, but this alien has like a bunch of vine wind plants that can cause some sort of mind control to us Earthlings. So we have made a contact going on with Osiris and the other scientific recruitments to see if we can find some answers about it. But I don't think any of us will ever find the answers because most times answers has just been blank. How was it blank? Well, because we don't even find the answers clearly. Most certainly, we don't even know where the answers might be telling us. Because somehow we found some answers can be pretty much different. I can tell. I can really tell. You really thought that? Yeah, I really thought that. I know I should have told you this stuff like this, Chase, because I don't want you to get yourself into some sort of trouble, like I did. I try to tell this stuff to Cyrus, but he thinks I'm being too much of a nutcracker head because he thinks he doesn't believe some sort of extraterrestrial bullshit. And but luckily I got to do some 20 push-ups after that. Really? He let you do 20 push-ups after you told him some stuff about this? Yeah, he did. But I worked out fine. Okay, I'm just wanted to check on you to see what you're doing. I mean, do you think that my house is gonna be good as new? Honestly, it's not. You want to see it in person, you can, but I'm afraid you have to be out of the house. You can't be going in inside the house because it's been dealing with a lot of infection in there. So the house has been occupied. No, not occupied. Restraining. The house was restrained until further notice. Figures. I didn't know this happened. A parasite monster, alien coming from outer space. What type of stuff are we dealing with? Some aliens from outer space? Some weird shits. I can't even tell about this stuff anyways. It sounds like I'm hearing some stuff about it that I don't even get to notice about it. You know what? I just don't even think I can got myself a big head. Big head of myself, you know, it's just like it gives me weird vibes, but I don't think it does. Most times I found this stuff like this to be a pretty stupid. I don't know. I can look up something like this. I'm sorry. It's just that every time I talk, I just had something in my throat. It just make it feel like it's raspy. What was the last time you drink? I don't drink a lemonade, but it didn't make me feel like I got affected with the virus, but I'm fine. I'll go check the house. Call me if you need anything, okay? Okay. Orderly. It's just this one went all the way to Route 31. Two trainers won't have a match. We'll see how we give it a shot here. It's a shame that I ever seen this house covered up with a lot of a plastic bubble. I mean, plastic wrapping, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's my case. I just wish I should go ahead and tell Chase about something like this, but I don't think I should. But I had to.
Well, what did you know?
Cyrus never had agreement idea to see if he can just go ahead. Just tell Chase the truth and then he'll understand what's going on here in town.
He's not gonna like go ahead and answer that. It's gonna take him a while for him to notice it.
Of course, it's just a thing. It's always a thing that makes me feel upset. But sometimes if I could just go ahead and extend my mind, then I'll find a way how to wake him up.
I know how you feel.
You know what I hate the most about this stuff? Is by trying to do something wrong with the entire house. Putting it into some sort of a plastic wrap. So that way it won't come in or out. So that way we make sure if this house will be safe or not. And I might have broken his heart.
Chase's?
Yeah.
Well, Bella, this is the direct orders from Cyrus. We had to give it a command.
Oh, he'll never notice. It's not like he's gonna go ahead and walk right here and talk to me about something.
Excuse me. Oh, it's just you, Chase. What are you doing here? Just want to swing by the house. And what I do know is that you put it in a plastic wrap. Why? Because we just found out there's some inspection infested going on over there. Or going on in there. Could be both. I understand. Is something bothering you, kid? No, I'm good. It's just I don't want to talk about it. I'm fine. Really? You really don't want to talk about stuff what happened?
Nope.
Oh, okay. I mean, look, I know this is your first time doing this stuff like this, Chase, but we had to. Every town and facility needs to take things a bit of affection inspected. You know, it's just like we're trying to track down something that's what's going on. Yeah, but why though? Do we have something that we think we should go ahead and check? I don't know. Why, what part of you want to tell me this? Well, for answer like this, I begin to understand that there's something deeper secrets around this type of stuff that I don't think anybody would ever want to notice in it. Wait. What are you talking about? You know what I'm talking about, Vaporeon. Wait. How did you know that there's something going on about this? Well, it's just something came up in my head, and after I watched some sort of a training videos, I began to understand. Now that is something that I think we should agree on. What's the purpose about this whole infection going on around the entire house and the entire town? I mean, this is the first time I ever seen this, but yet though, I began to understand that there's something dark secrets around the entire stuff. There's no dark secrets. I mean, what part of you want to answer this? Well, because someday I begin to understand about the whole lockdown can really go. All right. Well, I think I got an assignment for you, Chase. I want you to go down to the area where it has a storage unit. I want you to clear out some stuff over there so that way you can go ahead and inspect things a bit. See if we found something that you can report us. Sure. I wouldn't mind doing that. Now, where is the storage unit? It's just down the edge of the town. You can get there. Okay. Why haven't you said anything after the last full minute?
Because I told you that he knew.
What do you mean?
Vaporeon, you're not fooling anybody.
Why is everybody did not get my name? It's Nathan. I know that, but I know that. I mean, was it really Nathan? Yes. Okay. What are you talking about, Bella?
Nathan, he's not fooling anybody. I knew Chase is gonna trail up with some darkness secret.
That rookie is not gonna find out the answers all to himself. Is he that very compatible?
He could be. But I'm telling you this, Nathan. One day, that rookie is gonna know what's going on. And then he's gonna tell this stuff to Cyrus. That's gonna make him more mad. Vaporeon, we're losing a dozen of people because of this. I want you to know, how are we gonna handle this? This is the exact reason why we're in this situation. You remember the Edinburgh, right?
You know what? I kind of agree on this one. Edinburgh. He would never keep that a secret about Edinburgh. Honestly, I never told Chase about his dad.
Exactly. One day the kid will know the truth about what's going on. He will find out.
I see your point. What am I going to do with him?
Well, keep it in mind. If he finds out the truth about this, then he will report this to Cyrus. He will ask him some questions, and I will convince him. Just tell him the truth, and then he'll spread the word of it.
You're acting too much of yourself, Bella. Makes me concerned. But I do agree on this one. If this keeps going on, then he will find out the answers.
That's all I want to say.
This is the first time I'm doing this. Taking a drive all the way to the edge of town. I think I must keep going on this, but I don't know if I can answer myself. Do you think the entire military will notice that I'm gonna do something that's unexpected? I think, thanks to that guy who said something about the stuff about the Star Secret about the parasite infection, maybe I can go ahead and keep going investigating so that way I can see if this is true. So I could tell this to Marshall. I hope so. Because who knows what the entire dark secret that the entire facility has. Honestly, I've never been to the edge of town of this place. I mean, I never went there. But why don't I check it out? It says it might be the edge of town, so I'll see what else I can find. Where is it? It could be anywhere. I could find it. Aha! There it is. Is this a storage unit? I don't think it was. To me, this is more like abandoned storage. I mean, what was it doing here? I mean, I have never seen this, but it's the first time I'm trespassing into private places. But maybe I wouldn't mind check it out. I mean, who knows what's happening? Okay. So I do know that this place might be abandoned, but I think I wouldn't mind check it out. This place looks like it's all broken. Very broken. This place is not pretty normal.
Hey, Nathan.
What?
I know I really want to talk to you, but the fact is, I just want you to know that I'm just sick and tired of hearing all the lies that Cyrus had. I think it's time he must come clean and he can give this all the stuff that he can tell to the people.
I know he was. It's just I don't want to break his bond between him. I'm like the last person that he trusts.
What do you mean?
Ever since the whole incident going on in Edinburgh, I just know that I always have his back. And him and I, we had any agreements to see what we can do in order to protect the stuff that we need to do. But by the time I heard that the entire infection has been going on in the entire town in Edinburgh, I look out for him. That's what you do when you have friends. They look out for each other. Sometimes I begin to wonder if Cyrus is acting so true to himself that I would protect him. But I keep my promise. See if I can be a good commissioner to him, but sometimes I prove him a point that I think that Cyrus is hiding something so that he won't tell the stuff to the people or Chase. Because he doesn't want to put everything in a line. Honestly, maybe I shouldn't tell this stuff to the kid. Because one day the kid will know. He's going to find out about this soon. I've been such a fool to myself that I don't even think if I can really trust a kid. But sometimes I just think I kind of like the kid. He kind of reminds me of myself when I was his age. When I was just an Eevee, I've always been like a good competitive Pokemon to see if I can help things around. But sometimes it gets to the point where I had to like keep things on my line, what's the word?
Perspective?
No. My concentration. Asking me if I can really go ahead and make things easier between Cyrus and me. But I can't. It's unstable. I'm not sure if I really keep this thought in mind about this, but I guess he does have a point. One day the kid will know. And then by the time he knew, he will tell this stuff to the other people. It's just, it frustrates me, but sometimes I think I know it's the absolute reason why I need to make things easier. But I don't think so. I really don't think so. You don't know what the funniest thing about this whole lockdown bullshit?
What? What do you think is the most funny about?
The way that Cyrus wants to do is trying to put things in line whenever he wants to try to make everybody safe and clean. But somehow I think I realized that I don't even think the lab facility will be getting themselves a perfect antidote. Cyrus wants to keep them transformed into something more of a parasite infection monster. And when I knew this is because ever since the whole incident going on in Edinburgh, before I evolved into a Vaporeon, I always had to keep myself in mind that whatever what Cyrus is doing is true. He wants to see if people are transforming into a parasite infection of the monster. He saw this in his vision, where he can see is the monster that looked like a fungi kind of a creature. Yeah, I can't even describe what it looks like because I think it's just so creepy. Those things in Edinburgh made things a bit more true. What if the parasite plant came from outer space and then it crashed landed here in this lake and it causing the expanding of a spore? But somehow I began to noticing about it, but I think I found this a bit more. I found this a bit more strange. It's like as if we see an alien planet that came from outer space and then it crash landed here and it causes some sort of a massive infection. And then by the time we scientists trying to investigate about it, and then we begin to come back with the answer results. Do you want to know what the answer result will be?
What?
There are 1 to 50% chance that they will become a monster infection. But by the time I notice about what Cyrus is doing, I think Cyrus is trying to cover this up so that way he will see if the parasite monster infection was real. I know it sounds like it's but stupid, I guess, but honestly, this is the absolute reason why I need to keep things in mind. Whatever he saw is real. Cyrus wanted to see the parasite monster in real life, to see where these monsters coming from, so that he wants to taste example of what the creatures look like.
Really? How come you never told me this?
Cause I don't want to. I promised to Chase that I would never. I promise I would. I promise this to Cyrus I would never tell anybody about this. But he did told me to me ever since the day after the incident of the Edinburgh. He wants to see the parasite monster in his own eyes, so that way he knows how to test it and see if he can go ahead and give it an example. I know this is too early for us to noticing it, but this is the absolute reason why this whole stuff happens in Edinburgh, making it into reality.
I knew it. Cyrus wants to see a parasite monster in reality. I knew it. I knew that fucker lied to me for this. He never fucking asked me the one damn question, but now you told me this, Nathan, was absolutely true. Thanks, Nathan. I think I know what I need to do.
What?
I'm gonna find that kid and tell him everything. Honestly, you can tell him.
Me? Why?
'Cause you told me once. Now you could tell him to Chase.
Oh boy.